MC. Triple three. Then bet I can be moving all the mountains, yeah, I got it in my hand. Got the sauce, and you know MC just made a turn. Bet they call me triple three, the way I be in the sky, never learn. And I hope you cultivate your mind like the farmers on land. We shut the pillars down with just a grain of sand. Close down. We keep it going, yeah, I'm applying pressure down. That's my nigga from AZ, he got me laced up. Y'all? It's MC in the building. What's happening? Triple three shit. Here we're just coming in with a quick video, and the topic really is, what is tarot? I had a lot of people asking me about that stuff. Really when it comes to tarot, and wanting to know more about it, how it works, and things of that nature, which there's really no 100% like logical to it, because, you know, when it comes to faith and spirit, it's really, you know, the realms of faith, the realms of belief, the realms of imagination, the realms of unseen and things of that nature. You need to have equilibrium in both these things. So here I'm presenting, you know, obviously some logic that can kind of come together, and hopefully you can feel or find a sense of unity. You know what I'm saying? But yes, these are for the people that have been asking for the collective tarot readings and stuff like that. Anyone wants private readings, consultations, astrological courses, or things of that nature, you can hit the email astrology12house@yahoo.com. We do have weekly courses for astrology, you know what I'm saying? And you know, a few other things in that realm of things. Also, we have our price list up for readings when it comes to astrological breakdowns and tarot, so you can check that out and see what we have available on our 12 House Astrology page. We just dropped our single, What It Is, on all streaming platforms. It should be on all streaming platforms soon. It is on SoundCloud right now. I don't really drop on SoundCloud. I just recently dropped a bunch of stuff on there. Not even a bunch, but like, you know, 4 or 5 songs that was previously released on other tapes and albums, EPs, whatever. I rather kind of utilize the streaming services. But, you know, all the free stuff, I do have stuff for free. It's not just about the streams, of course. So the free stuff, you know, it is all on StarWalkerRecords.com. So, you know, all you got to do is subscribe to the mailing list, and you can download anything. You know what I'm saying? Download anything. You won't need, all you need is a Wi-Fi connection for the download. After that, once it's downloaded, you don't need a Wi-Fi. You can use it in your content creation, videography, all that, whatever the case may be. So, you know, just diving into tarot a little bit, you know, really divination. Well, you know, there's many forms of divination, many forms of magic. Tarot is just one form of divination. To give you I guess a breakdown of that. But yes, tarot represents the components of the structures of philosophy, non-biased to the science or whatever philosophy the practitioner which to be working, or whatever the case may be. Tarot can be identified with the essential contributes of, you know, his or her subject, or the practitioner subject. So it's really just used as a representation to the contributes of that subject, of what that individual is participating in. Each card thus being thus being related, like I said, to the specific subject. Yeah, you know, partially according to mathematical and philosophical law. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know, what they say really is utilizing it can get you tapped into universal knowledge. And really my personal take on this is, to be honest, when it comes to just actual tarot cards, or we'll stick with the original tarot deck, as everyone knows, the or you know, the universal tarot, or you know, something like this with the 22 major arcanas, of course, as y'all will know. So, you know, when it comes to that deck, or something like that, when the original deck and things of that nature, they say it gives you universal knowledge due to the, like I said, due to the mathematical and the philosophical law behind the cards, and the representation behind the practice, behind the subject for the practice and things of that nature. So, you know, many different, you know, each different card has a different different description when it comes to, you know, let's say numerology, you know what I'm saying, gematria, and stuff like that. When you get a deeper understanding, you can kind of see how the correspondence, how certain spirits corresponds to, you know, certain numbers and things of that nature in numerology, which spirits come through certain cards, or come through the psyche, you know what I'm saying? to then, you know, you got to be very careful with tarot as well. That's why you don't see me doing a lot of collective tarot readings. I'm more so the type to do a lot more personal readings where I can get to kind of dialogue with that person one-on-one, more so behind the scenes. Just because a lot of people on the internet take tarot as a crutch. And, you know, I think I've seen some people get addicted to tarot, and, you know, based upon the spirit coming through the card and that person and that spirit using that person as the vessel to speak, you know, a certain word to the person watching it, you know what I'm saying? That can lead them into a space a lot of times. So when you watch a tarot reading, that's why it may lead you into a space of, that was unsure, or I don't know how to go about something, or oh, I just may have to let time play out, or something like that. That's because they're using a external energy. You know what I'm saying? That is outside of them. That may not be in that right. That may have not went through the circumstances and situations that you have may go through the right circumstances and situations. So, you know, an inclined tarot reader or something like that is going to be aware of this. So when the messages do come out and things of that nature, the message will be conveyed in a way that the spirit of the card won't initially jump into the psyche of the user or the practitioner. So the practitioner can then utilize his own spirit and his own mentality to deliver the message in the way he wants to convey it, based upon that person's circumstance or situation and things of that nature. Just because based upon the mentality that spirit has been creating for themselves, for the person who's receiving the tarot message, based upon their mentality, if it's not sufficient enough and things of that nature, the spirit might just jump right into that person's psyche to then live out that spirit, that energy, you know what I'm saying, in the flesh through that person, who was receiving that tarot reading from, you know what I'm saying, etc., etc. So it's always one thing to keep in mind. See that it's so, like, also don't mind, like, also like some collective readings that you may feel that, because it is a collective reading, of course. There's a lot of different spirits, a lot of different people. Obviously the world is huge, right? So you know, the realm of things is expansive, is broad. So like I said, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That is a key thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow a tarot reading to overthink you, or to force a situation. You know, whatever, even if you see a reading, we all have our own divine will to change the outcome of what may happen. You know what I'm saying? So even if you do hear something and, you know, shit, or you don't want that to happen, you can make that, you can do whatever you can to kind of, you know, steer in not that direction, or whatever the case may be, based upon the seeds that you're planting in that moment, based upon actions, circumstances, and divine will, and things of that nature. So it's just a little breakdown, you know what I'm saying, a little quick video and things of that nature about what is tarot and things of that nature, via the original decks. Let's say, you know, 22 major arcanas, and, you know, every card is really like an alignment. Every card, that's one crazy thing, because every card is really an alignment to, you know what I'm saying, the sun and moon, or a planetary alignment, pretty much, just when it comes to the energies of the correlations. So, you know, for example, like the 14, the Temperance card, that'd be an alignment between the sun and moon. And that's something that we experience, you know, that's a practice that we experience every year when the moon is in Taurus and the sun is in Aries. You know, sun is exalted in Aries, so that is like the highest, that's like the most expansive kind of energy that we can be in our solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? The moon is in Taurus, so we're very practical, we're very focused on material and things of that nature. So we kind of step into that energy of royalty and having abundance. That is like that temperance energy. And that's something we practice kind of every year, you know what I'm saying? So simple things like that, kind of like the devil card, you know what I'm saying? Which would be correspondence to the Mercury and the sun. Kind of overthinking, or thinking too highly about yourself. Because once you do, you know you always fall. You know, and the devil card is 15. That gets into numerology 6 as well, which we can dive way deeper in. So this is just a quick video, which maybe we'll dive deeper into the 22 major arcanas and the alignments and the alignments that were captured in, that they're trying to capsulize and things of that nature, based upon the energies that play out via the numbers and the correspondence to the alignments. So, with all that, yes, and we know that, utilizing your tarot and stuff like that, it's really like capturing a picture. You know what I'm saying? It's really like allowing your spirit to capture a picture from a broader perspective, kind of like your higher self. So you kind of are in a realm of a space, the space of kind of no thing. You know what I'm saying? The space to receive, and you can based upon the intention and the question, you can kind of encapsulate the past, present, and future, because everything is in the linear, everything is in the moment, is in the present. So you are able to capture or able to get a sense of how the future may play out, like fortune telling, what may have went on in the past, and things of that nature, based upon the question and the intention. So it is like because remember, there are realms of the unseen, there are realms of the subconscious, the conscious. So much of the subconscious and the unseen makes up this reality that we can see based upon the spirit and things of that nature. So always keep in mind that utilizing this, we're really tapping in on a broader perspective when it comes to looking at ourselves, looking at everything we're kind of doing, whether it's collective, whether it's a reading for collective, whether it's a reading on your personal, and things of that nature. Whether it's past, present, and future, whatever question is asking, always keep in mind that the spirit, we don't kind of utilize time in that concept of time, a 3D time. So it allows for everything to kind of come through at once, and you to get a hold of what the future may have to offer, you know what I'm saying, or what the future may hold, and things of that nature. And of course, based upon your own divine will and things of that nature, you can kind of change that circumstance, or go about it differently, how you want it, possibly, and things of that nature. So always keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying. But yes, this is MC, we out, 333. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
With the seeds, and we growing many, man. I just pick him on the track, cause I never lied. With the pistol, that's the knowledge, so we fully loaded, man. But I'm protected, and the aura shine through the head. And I don't do the fake rolling by paper setting, but about them underground military base. And the interfaces.